It's bad. You know, I know there's all kind of other words I can use, and this is just coming from my heart, just to know what young women and men go through and understand that it's even worse now today than it was in the past.
In the United States, a child is forced into human trafficking every 2 minutes on average. Former Cleveland Browns head coach Hugh Jackson says we have to raise awareness about this epidemic.
Those people are still walking our streets, you know, they're still preying on our kids, and that's scary.
And it's the young kids, because the prime age is 12 to 14 years old. So how do we get that education? Is it getting it into the schools?
That's what we're attempting to do, and we will do here in Cincinnati, and we'll also do there in Cleveland. But it's the social media craze for these young kids, and that's where these people are preying on our children.
As parents, we try to control our children with discipline, but even in that situation, traffickers are always lurking.
I don't think parents get that when they have a disagreement with their child, and there's maybe nobody else in the house that the child feel like they can turn to. Now they're going to social media. Now it's to the Facebook, or it's to all these different platforms, and that's where these men are preying on these children.
And that's exactly what happened to Hugh and Michelle's daughter.
Our oldest daughter, she was in a situation that maybe wasn't just human trafficking, but something that kind of really touched home and touched different areas that dealt with human trafficking. That was tough for us.
And as a parent, when that happens to your child, it's like, what did you guys do? What do you do? I mean, that's something you don't ever think.
Absolutely.
You try everything to protect your kids from everything.
Mm-hmm.
How did you guys feel when something like that happened with your daughter?
As a parent, you become embarrassed. Feel, what did I do wrong? You know, how did this happen? Why is this like this? And I think when you can get out of that mode and understand that your job is support as much as you can. It's not your fault. Sometimes these things have nothing to do with the parents.
The Jacksons say the situation with their daughter was chaotic for a lot of years. Through their experience, they started the Hugh Jackson Foundation, which they credit for being a source of healing.
But understand that it's a long road. It's not gonna, you know, all of a sudden it happens like this, that a month from now it's gonna be okay, or a year from now, or 5 years from now it's gonna be okay, that it's gonna take time. And she works for our foundation now, and I think that's gonna be something that helps her get back to where she needs to be, and she's well on her way.
But there is now a place victims can stay for free until they get back on their feet. The Salvation Army facility not only provides mental and emotional help, but a safe zone.
Us partnering with the Salvation Army was one of the greatest things we've ever done, because they've done a great job. The facility is very, very nice. It's very, very clean. It's very, very safe. So I'm very excited about that. But I do know that there needs to be more beds. I think there needs to be more education about human trafficking.
Hugh and Michelle continue to spread awareness across the state of Ohio to help people understand this kind of trauma can be long-lasting and very challenging to overcome.
Football is just a game, but these people are playing a game of life. And so we have to do something to continue to help these young ladies and young men to be better.
Christy Capel, Fox 8 News.